Meghan Markle gets a new title and nobody's talking about it. Yeah, hello, good morning, beautiful people. Let's dig into this video because it seems that the whole world doesn't know about it yet. So let's get into this.
To you. You do a lot of business deals, a lot of negotiations.
I do.
Well, let's just.
I wish I had been involved in the Meghan and Harry leave Spotify negotiation. The grifters. That's the podcast we should have launched with them. I got to get drunk one night and tell the story of the Zoom I had with Harry to try to help him with a podcast idea.
Do it.
It's one of my best stories.
Dude, there hasn't been a Drunk Simmons podcast. Let's both get drunk and then it'll just be.
Well, hello, beautiful people. I hope you're doing great this Sunday morning. The entire world is raging about Meghan Markle and what was said about her and Harry. We saw the Trooping the Color, which was amazing. I mean, Princess Catherine is absolutely beautiful. I loved what she wore, everything. I thought it was spectacular. So while the entire world, or well, a lot of at least the Commonwealth, as most people or some people, depend who you talk to, were watching Trooping the Color, the first Trooping the Color under Charles's reign. We see Charlotte, we see Princess Charlotte, we see Prince Louis, Prince George, Princess Catherine, and the Prince of Wales, all looking gorgeous. Sophie, Prince Edward, Princess Anne being a badass, looking as regal as ever. Then we have Meghan Markle doing a pop walk. Clearly, by the same back grid, the very same people who chased them for almost 2 hours. It was a near catastrophic chase. Let's not forget that. Diana kind of chase. And they were chased for nearly 2 hours in New York. Those pictures were taken by Packard. Guess who was now nearly chasing her, taking those pictures with a buff bodyguard? Packard. So I guess no lawsuit is forthcoming, but instead of taking nice-looking pictures of Meghan Markle, they're taking the real pictures of Meghan Markle. Remember before how they used to Photoshop and pretty her up so she looked nice? Well, not anymore. The funny thing is that people say she was makeup free. That woman was wearing more makeup than God knows what. You know, Meghan is not going to go out makeup free. Even when she wore that ugly towel, and that she had on that Netflix thing, looking, she still was wearing makeup, So I don't know why that people go makeup free Duchess. And it was front pages in the Daily Mail. What's going on? But they're not talking about her new title. They're still not talking about the new title. Meghan Markle sold the royal family for nothing, for pennies, because they're not getting paid the amount of money they were told that they were going to get paid in Netflix. Because, of course, the streaming was very poor. And yet, we still hear that Meghan Markle, a documentary. And it's not even a documentary. Why do they misuse the word documentary? You document something, which means it's factual. We know that, what did we talk about? Meghan Markle didn't know how to bow. Making fun of everybody. Then she hired some experts who called the Commonwealth Colonization 2.0, trashing everything the Queen stood for. Excuse me. The fact that she didn't want to leave anymore. Remember the crying when they went to sessions? And then we had Skanky Doria. Oh, I'm ready to have my voice heard now. If that didn't sound like a threat, I don't know what is, because she sat there smugly, very smug, looking at the camera. I'm ready to spew my lies to the world, basically. So they sold their story for pennies, because now Spotify is not giving them any money, or the money that they thought they were going to get, not even nearly. If they got about $200,000, I'd be surprised for a Spotify. Now, in April 8, 2022, I said that by this year, by summer, Meghan Markle would be gone from Spotify. go take a look at the comment section. I don't know if some of those were allowed in YouTube. I was trashed that I was crazy. I didn't know what I was talking about. Here we are. And the same thing for Netflix. And I kept going on about the fact that they were not getting those amounts of money, those millions. They were not. But people keep going at it. No, they're getting millions. What do you know about, you crazy woman? So here, I posted it on my community page yesterday, the video, that like a community post. So you can go take a look at that video, because that was April 8, 2022. But anyways, now Hollywood is calling Meghan Markle. I mean, Meghan Markle is angry that she doesn't get to, because, let me paraphrase this better. Meghan Markle thinks she is the only one in the world who knows how to run Hollywood, when this woman couldn't even get a role in a D-list movie in Hollywood, that she had to go to a cable show, which was being filmed in Toronto, to do a supporting role. Yet this woman thinks she wants to tell Hollywood heavy hitters how to run their own business. Because of course she's Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex. But her new title, how low she has fallen down from HRH, Her Royal Highness, to lazy effing grifter. Lazy fucking grifter. That's her new title right now. Lazy fucking grifter. And you know what? Well said. I think that's the title that we should be referring to, LFG, in this channel, to Meghan Markle. She's never been an HRH because she's not Her Royal Highness. That would indicate that she has some form of grace, dignity, ethics. I think that lazy fucking grifter really depicts who Meghan Markle is. I wish he would have said talentless fucking grifter, because that would have been better. But also lazy, because they want maximum money for little effort. Just because now she gets to use her husband's title. And I mean, the things that this guy was saying about Prince Harry, they're brutal. They are brutal. How can I, a 54-year-old woman with no titles, with nothing, can make a platform? And I think it's a little bit interesting. And Harry, with all his experience, with all, not experiences, but all his life experiences that he's lived through, the fact that he represented the Queen, he couldn't do a podcast. Why Meghan? Meghan is the least interesting person in the world. Meghan is the least, she's boring. And you know why? Because she can't laugh at herself. Because everything has to be perfect about her. So she can't laugh about herself. She doesn't have any sense of humor about herself, because if she were to actually ridicule herself or make fun of things that are happening, she'd probably be liked more. But no, she can't do it. She can't. She literally can't do it. So we're watching in real time. We're watching in real time the downfall worldwide of Harry and Meghan Markle. We're watching how she's brought Harry, who used to be an HRH, also has become an LFG, lazy fucking grifter. They both have. It is unbelievable. I mean, we're all watching this. This is not even like it's not gonna happen. It's happened. This is how sad, and it didn't take them that long. A year and a half. And this is what happens when you trash family, when you lie about people, especially when they're high profile. Because everything, and you know what's the worst part of it all, which I've always said, they lie, they write these lies in public. I follow a TikToker, and she was going, and she's a PR person, and she's saying that Meghan Markle, there is not that she was fired from Spotify, is that she quit because the agency that she is with right now, they're about to sign her up with millions of dollars for the face of Dior. Really? Meghan Markle? the face of Dior. I mean, I'm going to let that sink for a moment. Yeah, that's going to be the face of Dior, according to the reports that are out there. That Meghan Markle is going to be the new face of Dior, and that she quit Spotify because, of course, it wasn't lucrative enough and she didn't want to do it. She just wants to have her pictures taken and get millions for it while using the royal title. That's how bad things are. Whether Dior is going to do it, I don't know, because she's been wearing a lot of Dior. Harry's been wearing a lot of Dior. Let's not forget that. And for some reason, even though they custom make expensive suits to Harry's body, he looks cheap. You know, it's incredible. Prince William can make a sack of potatoes look hot. And Prince Harry can look a custom made suit look like crap. I guess they do deserve each other. You know, so while the entire world is falling apart on them, they're losing money right, left, and center. At least they got each other. And they look very happy with each other. I mean, what do you guys think? Which title should Meghan Markle be using from now on? LFG? Meghan Markle, LFG. That's what I think we should call her. LFG. What do you guys think? And do you think that she's going to go to Dior? Do you think that Dior is going to be that stupid? Do you think that they're happy that at least they got each other? And it's a pretty sad day when people, I just want to, before I end this, are still talking about or thinking about who can take away the titles from Prince Harry, because Meghan has no titles other than LFG. I don't even know where to go from. This that you just saw is in the UK Parliament webpage. This is directly from Parliament. I've been putting this on forever. The laws are there. I don't understand what the confusion is about. I don't understand why people are still, in spite of the fact that it's in black and white or green, whatever color you want to get it, in spite of the fact that it's in writing. The answer is in writing from Parliament. The people who pass the laws, who write the laws, who know the laws. And there are many of those, because many people did parliamentary petitions to Parliament of the United Kingdom, asking them to remove Prince Harry's titles. All of them. And their response was that in any case, they don't discuss honors, and in any case, that is for the monarch to do, not them. And here we have, I don't know why this whole thing has started again. People coming on, well, it's unsure, it's more difficult. No, all royal titles are honorary and at the discretion of the monarch. That is unseemly, and it will look pretty bad and pretty petty that, he gives them and then he takes it away. I've explained this so many times, and it's in writing. I'm not making this up. But for some reason, some YouTubers who should have more responsibility are putting up false information, to using their platform and the credibility they have gained by doing this. For me, they lose all credibility because it's in black and white. There's no common law. There's no Parliament is going to do this. No. Parliament has said it's up to the monarch because it's their honorary royal titles. It's a gift, and it can be given and taken back. The current Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh, the monarch decided to bestow the title, gift the title to Prince Edward, but he made it a lifetime title. What does that mean? It means that when Prince Edward dies, the title goes back to the crown. The same thing they did with the Duke of Windsor. that even if he had children, his children would have not gotten the titles or anything like that, because the monarch can do whatever he wants. He can wipe his own hairy ass with the titles, because it's one of the few things that the monarch has prerogative over. The letters patent, they have an instrument, a legal instrument for that. In fact, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis were not entitled to the HRH, nor prince or princess titles. But the Queen gave it to them, going against everything that's said in the 1917 letters patent. And this is why Meghan Markle was so angry, because she said if the Queen did it for Charlotte and Louis when they were not entitled, as per the 1917 letters patent, to be called prince and princess, or to have those titles, or to be HRH, because in fact, according to that 1917 letter, Charlotte and Louis were not entitled to be prince or princess, nor HRH. But the Queen asked for that, and it was done immediately upon birth. The thing that the Queen did as well was change the line of succession. And how did she do that? She requested to Parliament that instead of being in that, Parliament had to be involved, because they need parliamentary approval, because it alters the line of succession. And that has constitutional ramifications. So yes, the Queen requested to Parliament that instead of being gender-based succession line, it should be by primogeniture. What does it mean? Whoever is born first. Why did they do that? Well, to catch up with the modern times, and because they thought, if Catherine has a girl, it wouldn't be fair. They just wanted to change it. So the Queen requested that in December 2012. By March, it was already a bill. It was an act. The Succession Act had been altered. It took less than 3 months, about 3 months, to get it done. So for that Parliament was needed. But when the monarch requests something of Parliament, unless it's something pretty outrageous or bad, but if it has something to do with titles, it goes, they act really quickly. When Charlotte and Louis were born, they will be known as HRH. The letters patent is there. I posted them. The letters patent was done within 5 to 6 weeks. You can go Google the letters patent for Charlotte and Prince Louis. Absolutely done by the monarch. Nothing to do with Parliament. So if the monarch wanted to, he could easily issue a letters patent stating that Harry from now on will not be known as a prince of the United Kingdom, nor a duke, nor an earl. That's it. That's how the cookie crumbles. So for people to still come and still say, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. I was trashed relentlessly for 2 years because other YouTubers were saying that, it takes an act of Parliament. I'm still listening to people like Neil Sean say that, or very respectable, very respected royal reporters, when they know that's not the case. I don't know if they're paving the way because they want to make it difficult so Charles doesn't do it, and in order to get Harry back into the United Kingdom. I don't know. But Parliament has already answered in writing. So I don't understand what the confusion is. And why you all started coming to my channel saying, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, and so has said this. Well, go watch that so-and-so. Because I'm sick and tired of being trashed about the same thing, in spite of the fact that I put it out from Parliament. This is like, I don't know. I mean, it's in the Constitution of the United States. Parliament is the governing body. I mean, there's really not a constitution in the United Kingdom, but it's there, and Parliament has given the letters in writing. I've also told you I got 4 letters back from that, and I showed them to you. So I don't understand. And people who wrote to their own members also share that they got the same answer, that it's up to the monarch entirely to remove all royal titles. Harry being a prince is not a birthright. That is absolute bullshit. I don't know why people are still saying, oh, his birthright. It is not his birthright. It is not. For people to understand, they have to understand history, that before It was only the male, the firstborn, that used to be called prince, to denote that he was the next in line. And if he died, then the next one would be called prince. It's not a birthright. The 1917 letters patent ensured that many people who were prince or princesses at the time were not. They woke up being Mr. and Mrs. Smith. So I'm saying this and because I've gotten so many emails, and I've seen some comments in my channel, a few comments actually saying, you know what, you're wrong because we got so. Well, you know what? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But the answers are there. So anyways, I apologize for the rant. So I hope you guys can read. Go to UK Parliament and get go and just print out Prince Harry title removal. And you'll get like a bunch, because many people were requesting for Parliament to remove the titles. Because many YouTubers were saying that it was Parliament who was doing it. And I kept telling you guys, no, it's not. It's the monarch. I don't know what to tell you. But I'm just glad that Meghan Markle has a new title along with Harry. Lazy fucking grifter. Leave me your comments.